All Thai banking institutions are looking at their software this week, as reports show data breaches at two major banks last week. Krung Thai and Kasikorn both reported that parts of their data was compromised, with both also clarifying that no customers had been affected and that fixes had been installed to prevent the problem escalating. The Thai government has sought the extradition of former Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. They're from Britain. That's after she was reported to have acquired a multi-entry visa and to be living in the capital of London. The application for her extradition has been confirmed by the government. However, it obviously requires the assistance of the British authorities too. Yingluck had no luck during her tenure as Prime Minister here, and a warrant remains in place for her to serve a sentence given to her over the failed rice scam that cost the nation a fortune. Thailand has been chosen to host the Miss Universe 2018 pageant. Thailand's Tourism and Sports Minister made the announcement that confirms the nation's third hosting since it joined. The December event will take place in the capital, along with hopes of winning two, as they did back in 1965 and 2005. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, police are seeking two people known to have been involved in the shooting of two young Thais close to Buddha Mountain on Sunday. Two warrants were issued and are further held until a name can be provided. It appears that the two youngsters were not a couple, but were just friends, and that a 20-year-old female had been working in the entertainment industry in Phuket, returning here to celebrate her birthday with friends. Shot at point-blank range in the car park, it's pretty clear that the killing was premeditated, and their families have provided police with details of at least one person who had a fixation on the woman. If you've been wondering what's happening down at Bali in Pattaya, after a year of hearings, applications, building stoppages and more, well, this week some of the buyers called a meeting at Magna Carter Law Office. The Supreme Court has given its verdict regarding a separate case made by the Provincial Prosecutor's Office, and they've issued a judgment that may well affect numerous land titles in the Bali area. The Supreme Court confirms that certificates of utilisation, known as Norsaw 3, involved an incorrect survey which was used in the application and meant that land, beach and actual sea areas were included, creating a land permit which has now been deemed as illegal. Subsequent to a permit issue, the applicants built a sea wall, enclosing beach and common land, and built what's now much of Bali area. The case against 5 defendants were upheld. Another 2 saw their cases dismissed. As the original land title deed has been deemed by the Supreme Court to have been issued many years ago illegally, it's now up to the Thai authorities to decide what they're going to do about it, as well as to decide whether they have to revoke all the title deeds deriving from the original or not. The waterfront buyers called the meeting to ask the following questions. 1. Since the Supreme Court has judged that the officers had unlawfully issued the initial title deed, will this affect subsequent title deeds that were issued, derived from the initial title deeds, as essentially the original flawed deed has been split up many times into separate ones? 2. If evidence shows that the issuance of Sawcor 1 number 93 and following to it Norsaw 3, number 93 are all unlawful, will all the title deeds issued derived from those be withdrawn or revoked? 3. As Pattaya City Hall has issued a demolition order on some parts of the waterfront project that was not built according to the construction permit, how will this affect the project and the buyers who've already paid money? Those are the points raised at Magna Carta. Furthermore, if there is significant information showing that there is unlawfully possession and issue of the deeds on other lands in Bali High's pier area, this would greatly affect the ownership of the land and current structures, including the images and utilisation of Bali High Pier itself. Those who may incur losses as a result of findings would now want all related departments to consider this issue seriously based on the legality. Regarding further legal action, buyers are considering a class action suit at Pattaya Provincial Court, and they're asking for a clear strategy. Those are the points raised at Magna Carta's meeting last week, and those points have been confirmed by them before we transmit them right here on Fabulous 103. Rainy days seem to be here, and at Royal Garden Plaza they're seeing an increase in foot traffic too. According to them, in addition to restaurants, diners and shops of all kinds, tourists have been filling the Ripley's Believe It or Not feature there. Well worth a visit on a wet day, Royal Garden Plaza is on 2nd and Beach Road, next door to the Avani Hotel. And with the Met Office promising highs today of just 31 degrees, dropping down to 28, and a good chance of rain at any time during the day, that is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city of fun.